Hello, everyone. Welcome to One Mountain, Many Paths. I am Kristina, the co-executive producer, along with Krista Josepha, Jamie Long, and Jacqueline Clark. And we are so delighted to be here with each and every one of you today. We welcome you to our 5th week of our special One Mountain, Many Paths summer program, or week 256 of our live broadcast. In One Mountain, Many Paths, our mission is a planetary awakening in love through unique self-symphonies. We are connected, we are whole, and we are expressions of the entire process of creation. Please take note of our 2 upcoming community activities out of many upcoming activities. Our weekly writing group to the Evolutionary Love Codes with myself will begin again tomorrow, September 6th. At 1 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Central European time. All One Mountain, Many Paths members will get an email with all the information on it later today. Secondly, study Becoming a Future Human and the 11th Hour course with myself, Jamie Long, and David Cicerci beginning Saturday, September 18th. To learn more, reach out to Jamie Long, whose email is now in the chat box. These courses are on our website, onemountainmanypaths.org, along with our books like A Return to Eros, The Radical Experience of Being Fully Alive by Dr. Marc Gafni and by Dr. Kristina Kincaid. It is also read brilliantly by Gabrielle Anwar and available on Audible. A Return to Eros is a guide of practice to even more deeply enter outrageous love's energy that literally drives all of reality. Use the Zoom or Facebook chat function to say hello, to let us know where you're from, and to resonate the practices shared here today, as well as to speak your prayers. On Zoom, check that your chat settings say all panelists and attendees so we can all hear from you. Like our Facebook page at facebook.com/One Mountain, Many Paths, and be inspired by the great clips and member activities there. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at One Mountain, Many Paths. If you're on Zoom, copy the links from the chat box and share those links on your social media channels. Now, what to expect today. We begin with a recap from last week. Then David will resonate our evolutionary love code. Then Ken Kinghorn and Krista Josepha set our intention and we will chant with Krista. And then David deepens our practice of community prayer. And then we dive into our special summer program. To close, Krista invites us to commit our outrageous acts of love and contribute our gifts to this revolution. A few words about our special summer program. We normally receive a very deep transmission of first principles and first values by Dr. Marc Gafni and sometimes by Barbara Marx Hubbard. Dr. Gafni invited a group of us who have been holding the One Mountain, Many Paths infrastructure for the last years to lead 6 weekly gatherings. This is week number 5. We absolutely look forward to Dr. Gafni's return on, we have a new date. We changed it from Saturday, September 12th to Saturday, September 19th, because Dr. Gafni's son's birthday party Zion was moved, and we are absolutely so honored to hold this sacred space. These August symphonies give Dr. Gafni a holy chance to fully focus on the great library, the Da Vinci Renaissance project, to generate the new story in a great library of books and media over the next 5 to 7 years. The Great Library is a central mission for both the Center for Integral Wisdom, the Office for the Future, and One Mountain, Many Paths. We understand we can only respond to the breakdown of all the old structures with a new story that evolves the source code of reality. These annual events, the August Symphonies, is also part of our vision for a grassroots revolution where everybody is called. At the core of our revolution is a cultural enlightenment that generates a global collective intelligence of enlightenment. The realization that every person is a unique self, a unique expression of the larger field of love intelligence, with a crucial instrument to play in the self-organizing, unique self-symphony, where we respond to existential risk by telling the new universe story through the story of the emergence of the new human and the new humanity, and by participating in the fulfillment of Homo sapiens as Homo Amor. This week, we are going to be led by Krista Josepha and Ken Kinghorn. Krista is our lead executive producer of One Mountain, Many Paths. She graduated as a religion scientist, has many years of experience in priestess and tantric training, and she studies with Dr. Marc Gafni since 2013. The Dharma provides her with an integrated roadmap. She feels a deep sense of coming home and is now privileged to contribute to this outrageous love revolution. Ken Kinghorn's lifelong pursuit of healing, wisdom, love, and spirit has led him on a path from his Christian roots to broader explorations of growth and life, including psychotherapy, Kripala yoga, and sky dancing tantra. In 2006, he became a certified core energetics practitioner and served as the chairman of the board of the Institute of Core Energetics. He currently serves on the board of the Center for Integral Wisdom and on the team of One Mountain, Many Paths. Krista and Ken will invite us to explore the alchemy of the erotic activist, turning pain into power, taking us on a tender journey into the vulnerability of our sacred wounds and how our own outrageous pain becomes a source of our deep power when we have the courage to hold and transform it with outrageous love. Now, we turn to the recap from the prior week's One Mountain, Many Paths. Last week, Dr. Tom Ronan Goddard assisted us to claim the radical freedom and joy available when we reframe our obligation as arising from outrageous love rather than from external pressures. We do have unique obligations. Mere being is too static for what we're up to. We are human becomings. Obligation at higher levels of consciousness is created by the direct and clear recognition of authentic needs. Authentic obligation is a natural byproduct of authentic love, which creates a unique obligation to give our unique gifts. Tom asked us to set powerful intentions that resonate in our bones and to take full responsibilities to hold this world in all of its outrageous pain. This is our time for powerful intentions. The realization of our unique self awakens us to the truth that there is a unique gift that our singular being and becoming offers the world. Our gifts are desperately needed by all that is. With that, I invite us to more deeply enter into the holy and sacred space of one mountain, many paths. And I turn my word to you, David Cicerci.
Thank you, Kristina. It's so delighted to be in this revolution with you. Friends, this week's quote that Krista and Ken has chosen comes from Dr. Gafni, and we'll use this as our code for this week. It's time for the outrageous love revolution. Outrageous love is Eros. The path and practice of outrageous love is that of the way of the erotic activist. The way of Eros is the way of the outrageous lover. We commit to lovingly demanding ourselves to wake up, grow up, and show up more than we ever have. We commit to reaching beyond and to go to that place that's hard, that's uncomfortable, and even painful, because it's in that place that you recognize who you really are. You are a unique configuration of intimacy and desire in the larger field of intimacy and desire that's needed by all of reality. And it's in that state of emergency that you emerge to take action, to sing the song that only you can sing, to write the poem that only you can write, and to live and breathe the love story that can never be lived by anyone that ever was, is, or will be ever again, other than you. And with that, it's my pleasure, it's my honor to turn my word to you, Ken.
Thank you, David. Welcome. How honored we are to be here with you and to be together. Let's take a breath together. And another. Coming into our bodies, into the silence of presence. We are here now. Let us feel the others here with us as well. Those who come to spend this hour to contribute and explore together with us. So what is the source of our Eros? Where do we find the true power of Eros to live, to evolve, to become? Marc says in today's code, we are each a unique configuration of intimacy and desire in the larger field of intimacy and desire that's needed by all reality. Yet how do we actually show up and reach beyond to become true erotic activists of intimacy and desire? What is the path, the yoga, the real places and practices where we unearth the power to fulfill our uniqueness? We are like angels, each unique and holy, both ascending and descending that ladder between light and the darkness. So often our natural inclination is to move toward the light, to prefer the ascending path, instinctively moving away from darkness. Yet the key to our erotic activism, our power, to our outrageous love, is hidden in the most unexpected place, in our outrageous pain, in our sacred wound. Today, we will take a moment to stop, look, and together dare to explore the descending down of this divine ladder, moving toward the gifts and power Leonard Cohen claims for each of us each week, to find at the bottom our sacred wound and the longing of our divine, holy brokenness, our hallelujah, and the power of our aliveness, our Eros, which is hidden in it. This is the driving force, a power which has in fact been moving our entire lives, our unique gateway to transmute our outrageous pain into the radical aliveness of Eros. We will find our pain, our deepest desire, and our unique gifts are strung together like a pearl in a sacred necklace, showing us the way. We ask that each hold each other with a special, outrageous tenderness this week, a love and respect as we, each in our own way, reveal and share these vulnerable and often hidden parts of ourselves.
So to start us off in this intention setting, I want to share a vulnerable story with you. I remember when I was about 13 years old that I would cry myself to sleep every night. And at some point, the pain that I was experiencing was so intense that I would bang my head against the wall to try and numb the pain. And I remember my mother getting frustrated with me, didn't know what to do. So she sat me down at the table, at the kitchen table, and she would try to force me to tell her what was wrong with me. But I couldn't, and I couldn't find my voice. I couldn't speak. I felt like I was completely trapped within myself. So 10 years later, after, of course, learning the best self-defense survival mechanisms and overeating to try to numb the pain, I got completely, totally depressed. I hated myself so much. I was intensely lonely. And I felt unworthy. I wanted to kill myself, but instead I put myself into therapy. And I remember the first thing that my therapist said to me was, Krista, all you need to do is share a little more and hug a little more, and then you'll be just fine. So in my first sharing circle in this therapy group, they asked me to share about myself. They asked me, how are you? And I wasn't used to anyone ever asking me how I am. So I panicked. I got a nosebleed. I hyperventilated and I ran out of the room as quickly as I could. This was the beginning of my healing journey. And fast forward 10 years later, I was in this healing ceremony where I was deeply connecting to this pain in myself, connecting to this loneliness, to this self-hate, to this desire to want to die. I felt myself completely surrounded by darkness, by this heavy, heavy darkness. And I was desperate to try and find my way out. And it was in that moment that I heard a voice very far in the distance. Canta, canta, Krista, canta. Meaning sing, sing, Krista, sing. I was completely shocked and confused because I couldn't sing. I felt completely lost and trapped in my pain. How do you want me to sing from this place? And again, the voice went, canta, canta, Krista, sing. And I have to be honest with you, in this moment, I wasn't able to sing. I wasn't able to find my way from the darkness into the light. I was so caught up in my own pain, in the drama of my own pain, so addicted to my own pain that I couldn't find my way out of it. But over the years, she taught me how to mystically sing my way from the darkness into the light. And as Dr. Marc Gafni says, greater is the light that comes from the darkness. So I learned to use my voice And I learned that my voice is the connection between inside and outside. And I learned that the vibrations of my voice, the vibrations of my heart, the vibrations of our heart and our voice is actually medicine. And through using our voice mystically by chanting the chants that hold the vibrations of cosmos, of the universe, of Eros, of outrageous love, we can actually mystically sing our way from the darkness into the light. And there's another thing that I learned on my path with Dr. Marc Gafni, where he says that probably, most likely, the outrageous pain is never going to go away. But as he also says, the world is full of outrageous pain, and the only response is outrageous love. So I want to invite us now to feel into how that story resonates with you. Because we all have our own unique story of outrageous pain. And today we're going to go on that journey from our unique pain into our unique desire to find our unique gift and to see the beauty of each of our stories. Because how could anyone ever tell us we are anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you are anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you are less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your love is just a miracle, and how deeply we are connected in our pain? How could anyone ever tell you you are anything less than beautiful? How could anyone ever tell you you are less than whole? How could anyone fail to notice that your love is just a miracle, and how deeply we are connected in our soul, and how deeply we are connected in our soul, and how deeply we are connected in our soul.
Thank you, Krista. Now, as we let the song of the goddess come through Krista and bathe us in that beauty and that love, we move into prayer. So every week we move into prayer. And in order to get into prayer, we're doing a meditation to enter prayer. So today, what I'd like to do is invite us into a particular practice that I've actually adapted from the Jesuits, from St. Ignatius of Loyola, who founded the Jesuits. And it's called the Examen of Conscience. And the whole purpose of the Jesuits and of St. Ignatius was to find God in all things, right? And the reason I brought it here is because we are looking to find God, to commune with God in all things, right? In first and second and third person. And so this practice is actually a way that we can train our perception to see God in more and more of our reality as we enter prayer. So if you're willing, if you're interested to, you can close your eyes if you're able, or you can also keep them open if you would like to take notes. And we're going to commune with God. But remember, and those of you who are new, we're not talking about the God you don't believe in anymore, right? We don't talk about the God that is the cosmic vending machine in the sky that doles out rewards if you say the right prayer, right? We're not talking about the cosmic vending machine, the ethnocentric, homophobic God that's owned by one religion that, you know, you have to get into the chosen people to actually be saved. That's not the God we're talking about. We're talking about and we're communing with the God who is the infinity of intimacy that pervades all things, that lives in us, as us, and through us. So take a moment to realize that all of this outrageous love that Ken and Krista invite us to recognize is all around us. And it's all in us, and it's moving us toward higher and higher love. Every single cell in our body is saturated with that love. As Dr. Marc always says, love is not hard to find. It's impossible to avoid. We're literally surrounded by it and swimming in it. So this is a 4-step practice. Step 1, face the light. So I would like to invite you to think and remember your life, rewind the tape of your life, and actually notice the times when God was present and you felt like you were in the light, like you felt connected with all that is, that you were elated with intense joy, or you were feeling somehow part of a larger story, right? The tearful feelings of pleasure and courage. Maybe a newborn baby you broke your heart open. Or maybe you saw a beautiful landscape and it just brought you to tears. Or maybe you were in love and you were connected. You felt so whole. Remember those times in your life when God was present in this way, in the light. Face the light. How does it feel? Let yourself feel it. Allow it to fill you up. Now, put that aside for a moment. Step 2, face the darkness. Rewind your life story again and look for all those times. And it could, if it's, the last week or the last day, you can do that too. Look for all those times when you faced the darkness. When you felt isolated, when you felt in anguish, pain, suffering, somehow confused, separate from God, like God was nowhere to be found. Recall those moments when you felt lost, when nothing made sense. Feel into that and allow those memories to come up in your conscious right now. How did it feel? Allow yourself to really bathe in that experience for a moment. Facing the darkness. Step 3, hold the paradox. So now take those experiences of all the light, all the connectedness when God felt so present, and take all of that darkness when you felt so separate, so alone, when you felt like God was not there. Feel both of those, the darkness and the light, arise in your own awareness right now, and hold that paradox. Feel it. Just allow yourself to notice both of those are present in your experience right now. Step 4, offer the paradox up to God. Offer it to the infinity of intimacy. And oftentimes it's helpful just to bow and offer your holiness, your brokenness, your lightness, and your darkness to the great beloved, to the great mystery. And I'll end with a prayer that's adapted from St. Ignatius. Beloved, great mystery, infinity of intimacy, take and receive all my light and all my darkness. Take my liberty, my understanding, my memory, my will, my small desires, who I think I am, and all that I have. You have given it to me, and I surrender it back to you to be done for the sake of the evolution of love. Give me only your love and your grace, and with these, I will be happy enough and desire nothing more. And invite me into your great story of the evolution of love that I might devote to the flourishing of outrageous love and all that is. Amen. So as we go into prayer, we're going to hear Leonard Cohen's rendition of Holy and Broken Hallelujah. Let the prayers well up within us. And just during the song, in the chat box, you can just write, I pray, and let the prayers flow for myself, for my friends, for my beloveds, for the world, for the cosmos, for all that is. Take us inside to the holy and the broken hallelujah.
I've heard there was
Hallelujah. Beautiful. And all those prayers just come pouring in. And we lift these prayers to the sky and surrender them up. And I turn my word to you, Ken.
Thank you so much, David. The Jesuit practice you shared so beautifully and perfectly prepares us for our workshop and meditation today. I'd like to start by sharing my story with you. My sacred wound is around an early and broken connection. I was a firstborn on December 2nd, 1956. Although I'm sure it was a perfect bundle of joy, unexpectedly, being a mom was new and quite difficult for my mother. She got openly frustrated and angry with me, even as a helpless infant in my crib. Only 2 months after I was born, she became pregnant again with David, my brother, only 11 months younger than me. It would be decades before I unearthed and pieced together these early events and understood their deep, continuing impact on my life. I never had a mother in ways every infant needs so badly. My heart was broken, yet I didn't know it yet. Even as early as 3, meeting my new babysitter, a young girl named Betty, I remember feeling a deep ache to be loved by her, to be seen and cherished. My first crush. This ache would become a constant presence, an underlying, unyielding pain. And even as of yet unseen by me, the motivating force fiercely guiding my life. Still having no knowing of my open and broken heart, I once told a friend, I feel I have a black hole just under my solar plexus, and nothing can fill it, no matter how hard I try. Yet I now see how this pain inspired me into a burning desire which would in some way influence every decision I made. I learned guitar and started playing in a rock band just to be wanted by girls. To learn, to search, to heal, my aching heart read books, sought teachers, and took workshops. How do I create the love I sought so desperately? I looked longingly, yet terrifyingly, each year at a summer program at Omega Institute called the Love and Ecstasy Training. Yet it would be 4 years, driven by this pain of outrageous pain, before I summoned the courage to haltingly call and sign up. I risked seeking out relationships and more heartbreak. I started therapy, looking everywhere for answers to this pain. Today, yes, I still feel that ache. Yet I know and feel my heart, often full and open, trusting in self, knowing its goodness. I too sing my song. I have an unshakable belief in the truth of intimacy and connection and my power to create it and help others create it. I still long, but more often now, it's to give what I know, all I've learned, to others and the world. It's why I became a therapist. It's why I'm here. So in the short time we have, I'd like to take us on a brief sacred journey. 3 steps to find our sacred wound, our deepest desire, and the potential gifts and power hidden in them. I hope this may be the start of a deeper, longer exploration in which we all more fully, clearly, and powerfully become erotic activists. So sit comfortably now. Relax your shoulders. Let your hands just fall into your lap. Let your pelvis sink even further into the chair. Feel your feet softly and firmly on the floor. Breathe. And take another breath. Let each breath sink you farther and deeper into your body. Become aware of any sensations, just witnessing and noticing you here. From this witness perspective, see your entire life stretching out behind you, reaching all the way back to your birth and before, and also opening forward into the future, to the life you have yet unlived. Breathe, notice, feel. Standing in this place, looking to the past, looking to the future, I want to ask you this question, this sacred question. What has been your deepest pain? Breathe and just notice the feelings as you take in the question. What has been your deepest, greatest pain? You may know this pain immediately. It may reveal itself more slowly, or no answer may come. Trust whatever is here. You may feel it as an emotional ache, an unfilled longing, a feeling of brokenness or lack, or even physical pain. But it has been with you, your subtle but constant companion, your whole life, for as long as you can remember. Maybe there's always been a sense of being alone. Maybe you've never felt good enough in some way. Maybe you've carried a broken heart too, or just some soft underlying ache, a nagging doubt, a fear, or felt unlovable your entire life. This is the place we will spend our whole lives, our very life force to heal, to struggle, to pray, and to ask for what we need so deeply. Again, if nothing comes, just stay with and hold the question. What is my deepest pain? You may feel this somewhere in your body as well. If so, put your hand there. Feel what's there. So this may be a deep and private experience. But as you hold, feel, and witness whatever is arising, if you feel moved, share this part of yourself with us in the chat box. My deepest pain is. The chat box today will be our sacred witness. Remember, there is nothing to fix, no one to comfort or help, no need to respond. We are here today simply to bear witness to our own and each other's broken hallelujahs. In silence, in deep reverence. Now, holding yourself, witnessing what may even be outrageous pain, I'd like to ask you to go one step deeper. Under and springing out of this pain, what is your deepest desire? What is your deepest desire? Again, it may be a feeling, a thought, or a sentence. Again, just allow the answer to arise in any form it comes. Breathe, and as much as possible, receive your desire. It may arise from a deep need, a yearning to heal, to awaken from the pain, to connect, to open your heart. To be sure, no child has the experience that you did. It may be to evolve, to become, in some specific way only you know and can feel. If you feel moved, again, share this part of yourself with us in the chat box. My deepest desire is. This is, as Mark and Andrew said last Thursday, the place in us where we want the most. And now for the last question. One last time, arising out of your deepest desire, what is the gift you most want to give? What is the gift you long to give? Breathe. If you were to attain your heart's desire, what would you be capable of? How would you evolve in ways which only you can now bring to the world? What power and hard-earned wisdom would you now have, which no one else has or ever will have? What empathy, courage, humility, and passion would you now have to give? What fullness of your humanity? This may be why you became a writer. This may be why you always wanted to work with children. This is why saving the elephants was more than just a slogan, but something you felt deep in your soul. This is also why you're here with us. Now, when you are ready, take another breath and just start to move your body, coming back to the present moment. Perhaps swaying, shuffling your feet, returning from this place of witness. And if it feels right, let yourself fill with gratitude for the insight and wisdom you've been given. Thank you for being with us together. I turn it to you, Krista.
So now that we've received and revealed our deepest pain, our deepest desire, and our deepest gift, and we've poured them all into the chat box, we're now going to weave them together as erotic activists, as erotic mystics. We're going to sing them together, to stitch ourselves back together, and to sing ourselves back to life. We're going to take 3 steps to sing ourselves from pain to power. And the first step is to sing ourselves awake, to sing it for ourselves. And we're going to sing a Hebrew chant that Dr. Marc Gafni has taught us. And I will sing it first one time in Hebrew, and then I will sing it in English. And you can feel for yourself if your desire is to just let the chants wash over you and just receive it. Or you can choose to use your voice and your vibrations to sing along and sing for your own healing. Inach yafa rayati, inach yafa, inach yafa rayati, inach yafa, inach yafa rayati, inach yafa, inach yafa rayati, inach yafa. Behold, you are beautiful, beloved. Behold, behold. 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 So now gently going to take it another step, because singing ourselves awake is just the beginning to find the power within ourselves to sing each other awake. As Dr. Marc Gafni says, the litmus test for genuine pleasure is the desire to share it with others. So feel in your heart your desire to share love with others. And maybe you can feel in your heart your desire for every human being on this planet to know the depth of outrageous love. So we're going to invite all of us to turn on our cameras. And while we are chanting, we are literally going to witness how we are singing ourselves to life and how we are singing our unique self-symphony to life. Behold, you are beautiful, beloved. Behold, behold. 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 So as slowly, we're going to bring everyone on. You can put yourself on gallery view so we can actually see each other. Behold, you are beautiful, beloved. Behold, behold. 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 And I want to thank you all for having the courage to show your beauty, because I know there are many more people who are just tuning in and listening, but you actually have the courage to say, yes, I will come on and I will turn my camera on. So thank you for doing that, so we can actually see each other and feel each other. Now, like I said, there's one last step to take together to turn our pain into power, because as erotic activists, we are not just here for our own transformation. We are here for the transformation of the whole thing. So now that we have found power in our own pain, we can actually use it to transform the world. Because it is in our outrageous pain that we are filled with desire to create the more beautiful world that we know is possible. So feel your unique pain, feel your unique desire, and feel how that desire actually lifts you up and straightens your spine. And maybe you can feel your feet on the ground. Maybe you feel your desire burning in your heart or burning in your belly. So let's build up our desire into power. And I have one last question for all of us, and that is, now that we found love, what are we going to do with it? And of course, the first thing that we're going to do with it is to thank each other, but also to thank this beautiful, beautiful sacred space, and to thank our teacher, Dr. Marc Gafni, who has worked so hard to articulate this language for us. This language is first principles and first values. That is the new story for new humanity. So thank you to Dr. Marc Gafni, and thank you for this field of outrageous love that we get to be in together. And of course, as every week, I am here to invite us and encourage us to step in more and more and more. And one of the ways of doing that is by becoming a member. So if you feel like your deepest heart's desire is to infuse yourself with the Dharma, to become an erotic activist, to meet other people in this band of outrageous lovers, then you are welcome to study with us. We have amazing study groups, we have writing groups, we have online meeting spaces, we have working groups of people co-creating beautiful gifts together. So you are invited to participate in all of that. And I also want to say, if you happen to have a bank account with a lot of money in it, I just want to encourage you to invest it into love, because the world is really needing it. And we are holding here together the keys to bring this revolution to the next level. A special invitation for those of you who can feel that fire burning in their bellies and in their hearts and are like, yes, I'm really, really, really willing to go all the way and to give it all that I have. Then I would love to meet you in a Zoom meeting to get to know each other better and feel how we can actually co-create something beautiful and outrageous together. Now, there's one last thing that I want to say, because I am here every week and I will be here every week, encouraging you more and more and more and more to step in fully. But I just want to make one thing clear, and that is that we are not here together to sell each other on anything. We are here to gift each other with a radical invitation, with the opportunity to be part of something that is greater than ourselves. The opportunity to be so filled up with love and power that we know that every day of our lives is meaningful, and that our journey of outrageous pain and outrageous beauty hasn't been for nothing, that we are not extra on the set, and that we are an irreducible player in the field. So I want to encourage you, and I will every week, to pour in all that we've got. Because I can promise you, the more that we give ourselves to outrageous love, the more outrageous love will move in us, as us, and through us, and give us the power to create the world that we together desire. So the last question is, now that we found love, What are we going to do with it? We're going to dance. We're going to blow our meeting today out. So get up off your chairs, move your body, and feel the revolution moving in you. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much.